on nutritional benefits of taking pineapples. Wow, sweet. While you sit back, relax, join us. You can get to save a paper and pen to jot down some few things that will be beneficial or helpful to you. So, you're most welcome.
There we go. Shaya. Ta. Now 3 punches. Ta. 3. Yes. Ta. There we go. Shaya. Yes.
To live a healthy life, there are some things we need to put into consideration, and which I'm going to mention to us one after the other. Number one, which is very, very important and compulsory for everybody, that is our diet. Our diet has to be put into consideration, and when I'm talking about our diet, I'm talking about what we put into our mouth. There is a saying that says that you are what you eat. Whatever you put into yourself represents you. So when you eat junks, expect junk's system, or junk's body, or junk's beauty, or whatever. So if you must have a healthy diet, some things have to be put into consideration. What am I eating? And when you eat, how do you prepare it? The preparation of your diet, what you are eating, the kind of food matters a lot. And I used to tell people that two things is what we people like, and there are two killers. We call them two white killers. What are those things? Sugar and salt. They must be minimized. I like to emphasize that because some of us will like something sweet. Some people will be taking beverage, they'll be putting sugar. We are killing ourselves with style. All this soda drink that is a must for us. Please, let's reduce our sugar intake, likewise our salt intake when we are considering our diet. And what do we eat when we want to eat well? We must have a nice food that contains all the 5 factors. When I'm talking about the vitamins, the protein, the carbohydrates, and water and minerals, those things must be on our table at each sitting. Somebody will ask me, how do I put the 5 on the table at the same time? It's possible. You want to eat rice. You should know that white rice is not the only food you need to eat. Put either beans, or you put a lot of vegetables. By the time you do that, you have all you want in it, because inside that rice is carbohydrates. Your fish or your meat stand as protein. Your veggies stand as your vegetable that you need, and you have your water as minerals. So please, let's think about what we eat before we eat. Then when you eat, I want to advise at least 5 fruits in a day. The exercise is as important as living too. When you sit in one place, you are a product of your sitting or your standing, because your body will relax at the level that you leave it. But when you put your body up, you jar it. You can use any style to do your exercise. All this one that they taught us when we were in secondary school, Orimi, Ejika, Oku, SM, my head, my soldier, my knees, my toes, they are kind of exercise that we can do in the morning. By the time you do it for 3, 4, 5 minutes, you will be sweating, and that is what your blood needs. You just discover that before you finish it under 5 minutes, you are panting already. And panting is saying something that your heart is more active than you can ever think of, and you see your system coming back to normal. You know, exercise is as important as living. Rest is as important as living. Another says, whosoever refuse to rest will be laid to rest. May that not be our portion now. Don't wait until you are laid to rest. You know, I want to be. When you be, what happens? After being, you cannot be more than what you be. So let's learn to rest. Let's learn to take our time to rest. And you learn to check yourself up. Where am I? Yoruba people used to say, knowing your status, your health status, is not something bad. We run away from the truth. We don't want to know. Say, so I should go and check myself now. They will now say my BP is high. The earlier you know your health problem, the better for me and you. If I know I'm hypertensive, I will know that there is a little to how far I can go when it comes to running, when it comes to eating. I will know I should reduce my salt intake. I will know I should reduce my meat intake. I will know I should reduce my whatever, anything that will cause me problem or that will have been the reason for the hypertension. I will know how to do away with it. You go and check your sugar level. They say, madam or sir, your sugar level is high. Knowing your health status will only help you to know what to do at the right time and what not to do.
are one of the most important food crops in the world. They belong to the legume family and are grown in many countries because of their nutritional value and versatility. From black beans to kidney beans, soybeans, and cowpeas, beans come in different shapes, sizes, and colors, but they all serve as a vital source of food and nourishment. One of the greatest benefits of beans is their rich nutritional content. They are packed with protein, which makes them a valuable substitute for meat, especially for people who cannot afford animal protein. They also contain essential vitamins, minerals, and dietary fiber that help in maintaining good health. Eating beans regularly has been linked to improved digestion, reduced cholesterol levels, and a lower risk of diseases such as diabetes and heart problems. Beans also play an important role in agriculture. Being legumes, they have the unique ability to fix nitrogen in the soil through a natural relationship with bacteria in their roots. This improves soil fertility and reduces the need for chemical fertilizers, making beans a sustainable crop for farmers. In many developing countries, beans are intercropped with other crops like maize or cassava to improve yields and ensure food security. Culturally, beans are an important part of diet around the world. In Nigeria, for example, beans are used to prepare popular meals such as moi moi, akara, which is beans cake, and beans porridge. In Latin America, rice and beans form a staple dish, while in Asia, soybeans are processed into products like tofu and soy milk. This shows that beans are not only nutritious, but also adaptable to different cooking methods and tradition. Beans are much more than just a simple crop. They are a powerhouse of nutrition, a helper to the soil, and a cultural treasure enjoyed by millions of people across the globe. By including beans in our daily meals, we are not only taking care of our health, but also supporting sustainable agriculture. Truly, beans are a small seed. Influenza, commonly called the flu, is a highly contagious viral infection that affects the respiratory system, including the nose, throat, and lungs. Unlike the common cold, which is usually mild, flu can range from moderate to severe, and in some cases, lead to life-threatening complications. It is caused by influenza viruses, which spreads rapidly, especially during seasonal outbreaks. Flu is transmitted mainly through droplets released when an infected person coughs, sneezes, or talks. These droplets can be inhaled directly or picked up by touching contaminated surfaces and then touching the mouth, nose, or eyes. Crowded places, poor ventilation, and close contact with infected persons increases the risk of contracting the flu. The symptoms of flu usually appear suddenly and are more intense than those of a cold. They include high fever, headaches, sore throat, cough, running or stuffy nose, muscle aches, fatigue, and sometimes chills. Children may also experience nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. Most healthy individuals recover in about 1 to 2 weeks, but the flu can be dangerous for infants, elderly people, pregnant women, and those with weakened immune systems or chronic illnesses. There are 3 main types of influenza viruses that infect humans: influenza A, B, and C. Influenza A is the most common and often responsible for pandemics. Influenza B usually causes milder outbreaks, while influenza C generally results in very mild respiratory symptoms and is less of a public health concern. Because influenza viruses constantly change through mutations, new strains appear frequently, making it challenging to develop lasting immunity. Complications from flu can include pneumonia, sinus infections, air infections, and worsening of existing medical conditions such as asthma or heart diseases. Prevention of flu involves several measures. The most effective is vaccination, which is recommended annually because of frequent changes in flu strains. Good personal hygiene practices such as washing hands regularly, covering the mouth and nose when sneezing or coughing, Avoiding close contact with sick individuals and keeping the environment clean also helps reduce the spread. Maintaining a strong immune system through proper nutrition, adequate rest, exercise, and hydration is equally important. Treatment for flu depends on its severity. For mild cases, rest, fluids, and over-the-counter medicines to relieve symptoms may be sufficient. In more severe cases, doctors may prescribe antiviral drugs that help shorten the duration of illness and reduce complications, especially if taken early. In conclusion, flu is a serious respiratory illness that affects millions of people worldwide every year. While most people recover without complications, it can also be life-threatening for vulnerable groups. Preventive measures such as vaccination, good hygiene, and healthy living remain the best defense against influenza. Public awareness, early diagnosis, and prompt treatment are also vital in controlling its impact on individuals and communities. The pineapple, Ananas commosus, is one of the world's most beloved tropical fruits, admired for its sweet, tangy flavor and striking crown of green leaves. Native to South America, particularly between southern Brazil and Paraguay, it has traveled across continents to become a symbol of hospitality, luxury, and exotic taste. Today, it thrives in tropical and subtropical regions, enjoyed fresh, juiced, canned, or in countless culinary creations. Rich in both flavor and nutrition, pineapples are an excellent source of vitamin C, which supports immunity and skin health, and magnesium, which strengthens bones and aids metabolism. They also contain bromelain, an enzyme that helps digestion and may reduce inflammation. Warm climates, plenty of sunlight, and well-drained soil. They are unique in that they do not ripen after harvest, so they must be picked at peak maturity. Farmers often plant the leafy crown of a mature fruit, and it can take 18 to 24 months before harvest. Leading producers include Costa Rica, the Philippines, and Thailand. Historically, pineapples have symbolized wealth and welcome. In colonial America, they were rare and used as decorative centerpieces, while in Hawaii, they became central as their history is rich. Eaten fresh, blended into smoothies, baked into desserts, paired with savory dishes, or juiced for tropical cocktails, like pina coladas. Their enzymes even make them ideal for tenderizing